Hey guys, welcome to my video today on the top 10 reasons you may not want to get ExpressVPN. Now this is part 1 of a part 2 series. I split it up because the first part I want to focus on the more common reasons that ExpressVPN may not be the best fit for someone, and then in the second part it will be less common, but there's still reasons that come up, so I wanted to address those as well. And as always, I'll put links in the description to any of the best deals or discounts on ExpressVPN, including deals not available on their website, so you guys can save as much money as possible. So the first one on the list is limited ability to adjust advanced settings. So what this means is Express doesn't give you advanced customization ability. So for example, with the protocols, you're not able to select which encryption method is going to be used with which protocol. Now for most people, and I mean like 99%, this isn't a big deal because you don't need that level of customization. So unless you're a more advanced user or someone who knows they want that ability to customize and manipulate the settings a bit more, then again, this isn't something I think that will be an issue for most people. The next thing to consider is that ExpressVPN offers up to 5 simultaneous device connections. That means you could connect to like your smartphone, your smart TV, your laptop computer, your gaming console. So 5 different devices can be using ExpressVPN at the same time. Now you could have the app installed on more than 5 devices. It's just that you can only, again, use it on 5 devices at the same time or simultaneously. This is the industry average, but if you need more than 5, and that's a very important priority, you may want to consider a different VPN. For example, NordVPN allows you to connect to up to 6 devices, CyberGhost allows you to connect up to 7 devices, and Surfshark allows you to connect to an unlimited number of devices simultaneously. Now, all of these other VPNs I mentioned, they're not quite at the same caliber ExpressVPN, so it's a potential trade-off you'll want to consider. But again, if you need more than 5, then that certainly is a reason to consider getting a different VPN. Next, the number of servers that ExpressVPN has isn't quite as high as Nord or CyberGhost. So while this is true, this is an example where I think most people would prefer better performance over more servers. So what do I mean by that? Well, even though ExpressVPN has less servers, those servers are spread out in more locations compared to both NordVPN and CyberGhost. So here again, this is where I don't see this being as an issue for most people, especially if you're in the US and the UK, because 98.6% of ExpressVPN servers are physical. And this means you get lower latency, which means you get faster speeds, and you get better protection over virtual servers. I was just in a conversation with Express actually about this and learned they're actually going to be adding even more servers, physical and virtual, here in the future. So again, overall, I think this is a situation where this criticism probably isn't going to affect most people. So the next thing to consider is privacy. ExpressVPN is located in the Virgin Islands, which is controlled by England. So if there was a situation where England wanted Express to hand over any personal information they have on you, ExpressVPN would need to comply. However, ExpressVPN is not required to keep any logs of your activity, and in addition to that, they have a practice of not keeping any logs of your activities. So even if ExpressVPN were ever forced to hand over information on you, there wouldn't be anything of interest they could hand over. And this was actually proven back in 2017 when one of their data centers was raided by Turkish authorities. The good news is that no records were found. Also in 2019, when Russia wanted ExpressVPN to help them stop Russian citizens from accessing certain websites, ExpressVPN had all their Russian servers shut down as opposed to complying with Russia on this. So we're just seeing case after case where ExpressVPN is showing that they're truly fighting for your privacy. So while this may be a concern for some people, I don't see it being something that you really need to worry about. And the last point to consider is the cost. ExpressVPN is currently one of the more expensive VPNs. So the question is, if you spend less money, can you get a VPN that's as good or possibly better than Express? And right now, I would say the answer is no. However, there are certain things that, like the points I talked about earlier, if some of these are a top priority for you, for example, you really want a SOCKS 5 proxy, or you want more than 5 device connections, then it certainly would make sense to consider another VPN. But one of the strengths, I should say, of ExpressVPN is that it does so many things really well, and that's truly what you're paying for. You're getting the fastest VPN. So if you're doing any streaming, torrenting, downloading, you know that you're getting the fastest speeds possible. You're also getting stability and reliability, so that while you're streaming, you're not having to worry about a connection issue, a buffering issue, or all of a sudden the server fails, and so you have to stop watching your show midstream, find another server, reconnect, go through that process all over again. And that's part of what you're paying for with Express. You're also getting some of the best customer service in the industry. 24/7 live chat support, which a lot of VPNs don't offer live chat support. It's through an email or ticket system. Or if they offer live chat support, they're not able to actually handle technical questions. And so, again, that's where, even though ExpressVPN does cost more than most VPNs, you're getting something for that money. So I think it comes down to, do you want the best? Do you want the fastest VPN? Making sure you have the best encryption and security and features? Do you want one of the easiest to use VPNs? If you just like the idea of getting the best VPN possible and you don't mind spending more money for it, then that's where ExpressVPN would be a great choice. However, if you're in a situation where you'd rather save some money, or maybe financially it's just not in your budget to spend more, and you're okay with sacrificing some performance for that, then that's where some of these other options, like Nord or CyberGhost or Surfshark, can be great options as well. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, please leave a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. And as always, I'll put links to, of course, ExpressVPN and some of the others I mentioned as well, including links to the best deals or discounts, coupons that I can find for you guys, so you can always save as much money as possible. And if you did have any specific questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer any that I can. And also I'll link to the part 2 video where you can see the additional things I talk about as well, in case that's helpful. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.